All right, let's cut through the noise for a second. Forget the latest AI stocks, forget crypto. We're going to talk about a massive investment shift that's happening completely out of sight, deep, deep under the ocean. This right here is the new prime real estate of our digital world. You know, everyone is chasing the next big AI app, right? But the real AI gold rush, it isn't in the software. It's in the physical stuff that makes it all work. And that's exactly where the really strategic money is quietly flowing. So on one hand, you've got the hype. You see it everywhere, volatile stocks, the next big crypto coin, a million AI apps. That's where most people are looking. But the smart money, they're not just buying a piece of the action. They are literally buying the stadium itself. They're acquiring the internet. And how are they doing that? They're buying up the physical backbone of our digital lives. This massive, sprawling network of subsea cables that carries pretty much all of our global data. And this isn't some small trend either. We're talking about an unprecedented amount of private capital pouring into this hidden infrastructure right now. So you have to ask, why now? What is driving this huge under-the-radar investment? Well, the answer is actually pretty simple, but it's also incredibly urgent. We are heading straight for a massive data bottleneck. The pipes we have right now just can't keep up. First, just think about the raw demand for data. It's not just growing, it's exploding. Every single video call we make, every file we back up to the cloud, every online interaction, it's all adding to this absolute tidal wave of information that has to go somewhere. And then you throw the AI revolution on top of that. Training these huge AI models means you have to shuttle insane amounts of data. We're talking petabytes between these giant power-hungry data centers, and a lot of the time, they're on different continents. These AI clusters are scaling at a speed our networks were never, ever designed for. And that brings us to the real breaking point. Our land-based networks, the terrestrial ones, they're hitting a wall. They're becoming the weak link in this whole chain, and they just cannot handle the load anymore. And there are three big reasons why. First, you've got simple congestion, just like a traffic jam on the highway, but for data. Then there's latency, that tiny delay that can make or break $1 billion financial trade. And finally, you have this web of complex regulations on land that just slows everything down. So faced with all that, what do? Well, you bypass land completely. Which leads us to the big solution, going straight to the ocean floor. And this means we have to stop thinking about these things as just simple telecom assets. We have to start seeing them for what they become, the single most valuable digital real estate on the entire planet. Let me be clear, subsea cables are not just utilities anymore. In the age of AI, they have become the fundamental infrastructure for a country's power and its dominance in the global data economy. They are the literal backbone of sovereign AI. I mean, just think about it for a second. The data used to train the next big AI model, your company's entire cloud setup, the trillions of dollars in financial transactions zipping around the world, all of it, every last bit, flows through these underwater highways. They are the circulatory system of the global economy, and you just can't opt out. So when you own a piece of this real estate, what do you really own? Well, it boils down to three incredibly powerful things. Number one, speed, the absolute fastest connection possible between the world's most important economic hubs. Two, access, a guaranteed pathway for your data, no matter what. And three, control, the power to decide what gets priority and to secure that flow of information. Okay, so let's put on our analyst hats. This all translates into an incredibly compelling investment. It's about owning the pipes when everyone else is just focused on the water flowing through them. It's a classic infrastructure play, really, just updated for the digital age. And the investment case here is just crystal clear. First off, you have incredibly high barriers to entry. It costs billions and takes years to lay a new cable, which means you have very, very limited competition. Second, these things operate on long-term contracts, which gives you stable, predictable revenue. And maybe most important, you have government-level demand, because countries now see these cables as critical national infrastructure, vital for their security and their economy. And that really brings us to the ultimate takeaway here. Over the next decade, this is going to reshape power and wealth. The biggest winners won't be the companies that just build the next cool AI app. Nope, they'll be the ones who own the indispensable infrastructure, the actual pipes that power the entire ecosystem. So, I'll leave you with a question to chew on. As we dive deeper and deeper into this new era, we really have to ask ourselves where the true power lies. Is it with the people and companies creating these endless rivers of data? Or is it with the silent owners of those deep sea conduits who control how, where, and how fast all that data gets to travel?